My friend, how are you today? We are super close to the brand new year. It is the 30th of December as I am recording this, and there's been a lot that's actually been on my mind. It's been a little bit of it's been an interesting week for me. And I'm just gonna come on here today and I'm gonna speak to you the way that I love to do, which is from my heart. And I'm gonna share with you some things that have been up for me. And I'm gonna hope that it's something that you need to hear. I'm gonna hope that it inspires you in some small way. So the first thing is what's on my heart right now. I shared just a quick little 2-minute video on my Instagram stories earlier today because I got pretty fired up about how so many of us are convincing ourselves with the stories that we're telling that we are doing what is required to change. I hear a lot in conversations that I have with incredible, beautiful people. I hear people say things like, no, I'm working on that, or I've got that under control. Oh, I handled that. And when I explore a little bit further, what that often means is that they've just taken that thing and they've put it to the side. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with compartmentalizing, because it actually is something that I believe is a necessary skill in certain situations. I believe that there are moments where taking a thing and putting it to the side so that you can focus on the task at hand is very important. I'll give you an example. So I remember one time I was super in my feelings and I had to go to work. And I had actually been in communication with my coach at the time. And I had told him, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be the way I am. I'm gonna show up, and basically saying, even though these weren't my exact words, everybody just needs to deal with how I am, and oh well. And what he really encouraged me to look at was the emotional intelligence piece and the importance of understanding that yes, I am allowed to be authentic and be in my feelings, and I gotta go to work. And the people that are coming into the restaurant, I was waiting tables at the time, they didn't really need to hear about, nor did they really care about my feelings. So is it possible for me to be authentic and then also compartmentalize so that I could do my job at hand? That doesn't mean ignoring things. So when I say that, I don't mean that there's never a time that you don't kind of put things to the side, but there are so many of us that are pretending that all of these things that have happened to us, all of these experiences, these things that have potentially been traumatic, emotional things that maybe at the time, because of a survival need, we actually didn't heal, we didn't deal with. We just kind of put it to the side and picked up and moved on, and that's fine. But okay, so there's a shelf like right there. And just because you guys can't see it on the video doesn't mean that that shelf isn't actually there. And what happens so many times is we put these things away and we just package them up neatly and we put them in the back of the closet, and then we think, oh, that's gone, I handled it. You didn't handle it, you just put it away. And I get it, because I did that for years. And I masked and I hid behind pretty clothes and doing my best to have a pretty image, and I hid behind makeup, and I hid behind successes, and I hid behind achievements, and I hid inside of relationships, pretending that all of these things in my life weren't actually there, and behaving as if I had dealt with them, but I hadn't dealt with them. And if you looked at my life, you would see the repercussions of the things that I put to the side kind of leaking out. And all of what I just said, I believe in achieving. I'm a hard worker and I love achievements. And I love makeup. I love to look good. I love nice clothes. Like, I love that. I love being in relationships. I love, intimate, romantic, and I love like deep friendships. And I also understand that I used to use them to hide. And maybe you have done or are doing the same thing. So my invitation to you as we move closer into this new year is pull the stuff out. If you want something to go away, you actually have to deal with it. I believe it's Jay-Z in one of his songs makes reference to a comment that you can't heal what you don't reveal. So just because you're not looking at something doesn't actually make it go away. So that's the first thing that's on my heart. And my friend, the second thing that's on my heart is you gotta stop wishing for things and have that be your only method. Here's what I mean by that. So many of us are just positively thinking, so many of us are trying to positively think our way into success and achievement. Here's what I mean by this. I hear a lot from people, and I've said this before. So when I speak about this, all of this stuff that's coming out of my mouth right now is because I've done it. I get it. And you can't play the player because I was the player. I did it. I sometimes still do it because I'm human. So I see you, and that might freak you out and that might scare you, and I'm okay with that, but I get it because I did it. And here's the thing, so many times when we start to become a little bit more familiar with personal development and with positive thinking, we believe we can affirm our way into positive situations, and it's like, I know I got this. I know it's coming. I know that whether you believe in God and you say, I know that God is going to, provide a path, or whether you believe in, and you use the language of the universe, that I believe that the universe will expand for me and open up for me. And I don't disagree with either of those things. So listen to me now when I speak, because I'm not saying that I disagree with either thing. What I am saying is that you got to do some work. What I am saying is, yes, pray. I believe in the power of prayer. Yes, meditate. I believe in the power of intentional focus and calmness. And I believe in being centered and grounded and rooted and connected. And I believe in chakras, and I believe in energy, and I believe in crystals, and I believe in manifesting. And I've burned things, and I've held rituals, and I've participated in all kinds of incredible ceremonies. And I back all that up with action. I remember years ago I was at a seminar and T. Harv Eker said some version of, I've never been meditating and had a bag of money fall on my head. And so many of us are just waiting. We're waiting for our circumstances to change so that we can then take the next step so that we can change our life. That's not been my experience. It doesn't, I just don't think it works that way. I think we have to get involved. I think we have to participate in our transformation. I think we have to participate in our healing. I think that we have to get up and get in the game. We have to get in the conversation. We have to do the prayer and the meditation and the manifestation and the burning and the rituals and all of that stuff. And we have to work. We got to back it up. We got to show that we're serious. That's the whole, to me, that's the whole kind of essence of put your money where your mouth is. You got to step to the line. You got to say, I want these things and I'm coming, right? Like you got to be the one and be willing to get in the game. I was talking with somebody yesterday. I was doing some interviews for my business, some market research, and I was talking with somebody yesterday, and what I shared with her is that a plug doesn't go to an outlet. Right? All the outlets in my room right now, they're up against the wall. They're stationary. They are where they are. I gotta go plug in. I have to be the one to say, I need the charge. I'm gonna plug into this thing. I'm not gonna demand that I stand here as the plug and that all the outlets just come to me and then get mad and get angry and get irritated because it's not coming. Or, and this is big and I hear this a lot, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. No, it is meant to be. You gotta go meet it. You gotta get halfway in on your goals, on your dreams. We're talking about your goals and your dreams, my friend. You are worth it. They are worth it. So plug yourself in. And listen, if the first place you plug in doesn't give you what you need, do not stand there and be a victim and say, oh, well, this sucks. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Unplug yourself and go plug in somewhere else and do it again and again and again and again and again until you get that charge, until you get that excitement, until you get that thing that you're looking for. You are worth it. You are so worth it. And I spent so much of my life, I just spent waiting. I spent so much time and so much energy waiting for other things and holding on to my personal victim story that I can't win. And it wasn't until I said, enough is enough. It wasn't until I said, I'm done with this. I need to get somebody else's help. And I need to do what's necessary to change the story. And I shared online today. I get that it's not easy. It's so much. I think I've said this probably 3 or 4 times. My coach says blame is easier. It's easier. I get it. Trust me, I get it. It's easier. But it's not going to transform anything. So my hope, my encouragement, my invitation for you as we move into this brand new year, and not just overall 2019, as we move into this brand new moment, as we move into a brand new day, participate. Participate in the manifestation of your own goals, of your own dreams, of your own desires. And I want to tell you what I know for sure. When you get in, when you're willing, when you step up, when you say, I don't know what any of this is going to look like or how it's all going to come together, but I'm going to put my faith and my trust out here. I'm going to pray and I'm going to meditate and I'm going to take that time to be silent and go in. But then I'm going to get out there and I'm going to get on the street and I'm going to get on the phone and I'm going to get on the computer and I'm going to get in front of the people and I'm going to do the work that's in alignment with that thing that I want. When you combine those two things together, my friend, I believe that's where all the magic happens. So thank you for listening to my heart today. I just wanted to kind of come in here and speak very authentically and very genuinely. I'd love to hear how this lands with you, what your thoughts are. If you disagree, if you agree, I would certainly love to hear from you. You can comment below or you can send me an email. My email is in the description of this video. Click here or here and subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll get notifications when I go live. I love you, my friend. Happy New Year. Be well, and we'll talk soon. Bye now.